I'm sorry that the video had lens hunting throughout. It was looking for focus, and think about it. It's hard to focus on something that looks so good. Who else is recovering from that traumatizing event we like to call Christmas? I haven't had a night out with my wife and I don't know how long at this point. It's still blurry, my wallet is still painful, but we still want to play into the fragrance game. The fact is, I got a lot of new people joining and watching, including like 7.8% women. Ladies, welcome. For those of y'all who don't know me, I am Uncle Cuba. I am the creepy uncle that comes over every holiday and jacks everything up.
Get out of here, you nosy little pervert, or I'm gonna slap you silly!
That's me. So today is gonna be even Stevens. I'm gonna be showing love to the women as well as the boys, and I'm gonna put you on to 10 overall fragrances. 5 for the men, 5 for the women, all in the beautiful space of $50 and under. We need to go on date night. We need to recover from holiday season expenditures. But we still wanna be romantic and sexy and go out smelling our absolute best, or if we're gonna cop a fragrance, cop it within a tight budget. So let's roll my music so I can put you on to 10 fragrances. 5 for men, 5 for women, $50 budget, sexy date night, let's go. Listen, one of my beautiful peoples, you know who it is. It's your boy, C to the U to the B to the A. 10 fragrances, let's jump right into it. We're starting off with 5 for women. I usually start off with the boys. You suck, get in the back of the line, Willis.
Okay.
First fragrance that it's gonna be surprising because it's a designer with a very high brand luxurious name, 𝗙𝐸 & 𝗙𝗂𝐿. This is delicious, absolutely sexy, and it holds a strong note of rhubarb, which is a beautiful note in perfumery that the last maybe 24 months I've been enjoying more and more perfumers have been throwing it in their concoctions, and that's D&G's number 3, 𝐿'impératrice. As you can see, my wife has put a nice juicy dent in this fragrance and it's been in her collection for a while. This is sexy as shit. I was hovering the Googles and it's living in the space of about $40-ish, which is phenomenal for a 𝗙𝐸 fragrance. But this isn't just a 𝗙𝐸 fragrance. This is airy, very easy to wear, but absolutely delectable. There is a cleanliness about this fragrance and this beautiful light white floral kind of energy that has this utter kiss of sweetness, and then you got this rhubarbish energy which gives you a little bit of a spice and underlying saffron musky blend, which is gorgerific, fam. The thing about this fragrance is I've worn this fragrance in the past kind of for content purposes, and the dry down of the fragrance doesn't automatically lean super feminine. Yeah, it's more on the sweet side with its little kiwi-ish kind of flow or whatever, but in the dry down you're getting a nice variety of rich woods. They're not super heavy. The whole fragrance consists in this light space, which is kind of what I want. So for me, it's kind of like an easy fragrance that women who spray their hair, you can spray this in your hair. I don't know how chemically that's good, but you can spray it in your hair. It's not gonna be overpowering in the hair, because I'm sure if it's all up in your face, it's probably a little overwhelming. This is beautiful, sexy, light, seductive, comfortably worn every day, but for a date night, you don't wanna be overly aggressive because he's gonna be. So I think this sub $40, sub $50 fragrance is absolutely chef's kiss for a date night. Maybe you're not going out with your husband, maybe you're going out with your sneaky link. Women are obsessed with the Baccarat Rouge 540 DNA. I don't want you to spend that kind of money. Just stick with Franck Olivier Pure Addiction. It's in that $30 to $20 some odd dollar space. And personally, wildly unisex, and I love this cheapy fragrance. It comes off a little bit more musky forward, but that's fine. Musky notes for me on some women smell just spectacular. It holds body, it has great performance, and you have that DNA of that mass appeal Baccarat Rouge 540 that all the ladies are looking for. Although a bunch of dudes wear Baccarat Rouge 540 and absolutely find it spectacular on their skin, I get it, but this, in the origins of it, started off to be more of a feminine fragrance and still overpowers the masculinity as a ton of women wear that DNA. So why not wear that DNA without breaking the bank? At the end of the day, and I've said this for years on the channel, and it holds wild true, you're not walking around with the fragrance bottle around your neck or promoting it like an influencer. You're simply spraying the shit out of it in your house. It's going back on your bathroom shelf, bad idea. It's going back on your vanity or on your tabletop. Nobody's really walking around with this unless you throw it in a big ass hobo bag and then you're reapplying, and still nobody's gonna care. No dude is like, ew, she's wearing Franck Olivier, budget bit. doesn't happen ever in life. He's too busy looking at your tits.
It's true.
So smell delicious, save some money, 𝗙𝗪𝗏 Pure Addiction, if you like Baccarat Rouge. This has been one of my shorty's signature scents, and now I can't get it out of my head. It's automatically assimilated to her, and this smells wow. Lattafa's Noble Blush. So pretty, a sugary merenguito type scent profile. If you're Hispanic and you lived in the hood, you go to the bodega back in the days, and next to the potato chips there's always that little rack with the pinchos on it holding random South American or Caribbean snacks. They were little cups called merenguitos. It's pure confectionery sugar that's light like a pillowy cloud. That's the merengue vibe. So you add that with a little almond butter and then this sweet rosy essence, and that's what you're getting out of Noble Blush. It is a creamy rosy fragrance with a beautiful sugary essence that is edible. My dear, he's gonna munch the box regardless. Might as well keep it fresh. Now, I'm not saying this is like replacement for like Vagisil or douching or anything like that. Is that too aggressive? Sorry, ladies, I'm new to this. But all jokes aside, it is absolutely beautiful, very affordable, great performance, and trust me, wifey works in an environment where she's around women all the time and gets constant compliments from her same sex. So can you imagine how dudes are gonna feel? Next one. A fan of Yum Pistachio but don't want to pay $100 and some odd, which really isn't that expensive, but you still want to ball on a budget? I like to save even up to $1, so I get it. Lattafa's Affection is one you're gonna go for. It's a very strong, powdery, nutty / creamy fragrance that's in the bubble of Kayali's Yum Pistachio. Yum Pistachio is a legendary fragrance, but I still consider it kind of affordable in that $100 and some odd space. So I'm not here to penny pinch or count your wallets, but this is fire, so is that, and it's a very close interpretation for like $38 to $40 some odd, depending on hype. Fragrance really runs off of hype. If an influencer like myself talks about a fragrance and actually enjoys the scent profile, these money hungry slobs tend to take this shit, put it on Amazon that used to be $29.95 and now it's not $89.95 till the hype dies down, then they drop that shit. It's like the fucking stock market, pump and dump type shit. But this has no current hype, at least that I know of. It's a sexy ass scent, and I think it's perfectly nutty, rich, creamy, and spicy, enough to enhance that sexiness and that full ensemble, that 2.5 hours that you did for makeup, hair, fit, shoes, accessories, walk out the door while your husband is sweating. He had a whole meal by the time you were finished and is re-hungry again. And the shit'll still last. So if you like Yum Pistachio but want to save $1, try Affection. When was the last time you heard of Signorina by Ferragamo? Signorina is a very simple scent. It's a floral, sweet, reminiscing time of when women used to just wear these deliciously cute body sprays, only they finally matured and needed to find something to not only reignite the memory of those cute body sprays, but have some performance and a level of maturity. This is what this fragrance is to me. There's supposed to be elements of creamy caramel in this fragrance. I don't pick up a ton of it. I pick up some nice woods, but ultimately it's kind of like you're transitioning from like your prepubescent teenhood kind of vibes, Vicky Secret body spray type energy, or whoever the fuck the brand is, right? Transitioning over to womanhood, corporate life, retail, whatever the hell you're in, and you still want to encompass that because you used to get a ton of compliments off of it from the little horny boys all over you, but now you're a woman and want horny men around you. This is what that is. It's a reminiscent fragrance of those good times in adult form for a cheap ass price. So imagine those horny boys back in the day haven't matured at all in masculinity. Men don't mature till about 68 years old, and they don't make it that long. So smell like a little thought pocket. Next one. Now let's go to the dudes. I've put this in how many videos already? It's just amazing. For the price, it's amazing. Not even for the price. The scent itself is phenomenal. Mercedes-Benz Select Night, guys. I've said this shit time and time again. The fragrance is just a banger. Like, there's no reason why you shouldn't rock this scent. Beautifully leather, rich, sexy. This screams date night. There's nothing else. The cardamomic leather energy in this scent profile, in that beautiful warmness and coziness, with this masculinity and rugged type energy that this fragrance has for a $50 price point is wild. Ben's Fragrance or whoever they hired to do this shit fucking really dropped the ball, because they could have made this shit for a grip more money, and they just said, let me pick some random shit out of the pot. Boom, they selected this one and they were like, damn, what a home run, and we're sure gonna price it like this? I bet it's gonna come with every S-Class they buy. If you want to go on date night and wear a fragrance that punches way above its price point, yeah, Yeah, I'm gonna put these two fragrances side by side because I'm old, washed up. You see the grays. Don't let the voice fool you. I sound prepubescent and I got estrogen tits, but I'm really old. At least in the fragrance space, I'm old. The first one I selected was Touch. Burberry Touch, 20 some odd dollars, and it just resurrects a beautiful time frame of going out and partying vibes. I think this would be more for the single individual who's on pursuit of scoring a date night with a specific young lady. But if you're already married and you're mature and you're settled and you want a classical DNA which never, again, never fails price and scent, you gotta put Cool Water in. It's a no-brainer. I got this a couple of months ago from not having it for a few years in my collection, and bro, this is still legend.
Wait for it. And I hope you're not lactose intolerant, because the second half of that word is
dairy guy.
legendary.
Like, you don't need green iris tweed. You really don't. You're getting all that lemon verbena, fresh aquatic energy from this scent, and it's done elegantly, classy, timeless, beautiful, handsome. This just has a little bit more youthful energy. Even though it's old school, it's not dated. I think it has a full-blown vibe, so I'll strongly put these two, because let's keep it a stack. You can buy both of these shits for like 50 bucks total. A beautiful, elegant cashmere sweater. The dates don't have to be ultra fancy. It can be just going out catching a flick. Let's get a couple of drinks. Let's get a bite to eat. Maybe it's one of those dine-in movie theaters. Why not pull out a little Platinum, dogs? Platinum is fire, my favorite in the Coach lineup. A lot of the Coach fragrances have wild mass appeal, but for me this one has the more mature element to it, at least my personal taste. This is my kind of vibe. It's a nice peppery fuckboy type energy scent profile, but with an element of maturity. And again, saying man and maturity in the same sentence is gotta be an oxymoron, right? It's still a wildly elegant scent. Slightly fruity, definitely warm, but still has a vibrant energy. There's a subtle kiss of sweetness in this scent profile, and it has party-ish vibe energy. It smells kind of like a young Abercrombie & Fitch department store, what they're running through the air vents to kind of give you that happy-go-lucky, energetic, I feel fly scent. Scent is memory, scent is triggering, scent is sparking emotions, scent is sensory, and this shit makes me feel like I want to twerk. But I got bad hips, and my left knee is kind of swollen, and I got gout on one. Too much. Cheap, handsome, sexy, your date is not gonna be mad at you. This is a newer acquisition in my collection, and it's becoming kind of addicting to me. Like, so much so that it's a clone of a fragrance of a brand that's lately been getting some hype, but I haven't smelled the original. It hasn't come yet, but Cocoa Morado by French Avenue, this is a little abrasive, and you gotta deal with it, but dates is fire. I mean, we're talking about date night fragrances, so why not put a fragrance that has dates in it, right? Too matchy-matchy. This is crazy. It's a dry, leathery / suede-ish date energy with a little bit of smokiness. It has the right amount of oud to not make it full funkete, and it has depth and creativity. Now you're going on a date with somebody who shares your same interest in perfumery and wants something a little bold. She likes something risky. You've had conversations about different scents, and she knew brands that you didn't think she knew about. She's a keeper, so you're trying to impress, but still trying to keep bread in your wallet. A scent profile's sexiness is not determined by its price point. It's determined by the scent itself, the person who's rocking it, and the confidence that they're rocking it with. Don't be misconstrued by a price tag equating to a sexy ass fragrance. Oh, cheap fragrances have cheap synthetic materials. Yeah, and the story of Creed is mad authentic like a lot of these other niche brands, right? Yeah, been around for 300 years. Kings and queens used to spray this on their clams. Shut the fuck. Enjoy scents for what they are, something to make you feel good, a non-drinkable liquid courage formula to help boost your confidence and potentially get attention all around you. If you're going for the artistic factor, you can still enjoy a budget fragrance for what it is. Scent. Don't overcomplicate yourself. No man or woman wants to go on a date and start hearing the thesis of your life within date number 2, making it overly complicated, mad chatty patty, you have no interest, you have no listening skills, and you think a scent is going to stop you from getting the former date. No, bitch, it was you. You suck. Had nothing to do with you wearing Aventus, Parfums de Marly, Gucci, Prada, whatever. Nothing to do with it. You as a human being suck, which is why you're single. I tell people all the time, because I have a very successful jewelry channel, please feel free to follow it below. You don't have to go out and buy natural diamonds and spend $45,000 on 1.5 or a 2-carat stone to then have a failing relationship because you were a piece of shit from the beginning and try to sell that stone and get back 10 grand if you're lucky. Go lab. Bigger, better, cleaner, cheaper, worth nothing after you sell it other than the gold. But instead of losing 30,000, you lost 3,000. What hurts more? Cocoa Morado is for those dudes who want to get away from the ordinary and maybe smell extraordinary. What a line. Damn! And just because I'm biased, I'm going to throw in Fragrance World suits because I like Yves Saint Laurent tuxedo and that's the DNA. Why not? You need a little YSL in your life just to make you feel... Come on, son. I love y'all mother suckers from the heart. Ladies, please let me know that you're watching. Leave it in the comments below and share with your homegirls. Be like, yo, you gotta see this older, short, kind of thick, sounds like a girl, but he's kind of cute. Content creator, follow his page, he's mad funny. Oh my God, so charismatic. And dudes, encourage your women to watch. It'll be a bonding experience you guys can share together. I love y'all mother suckers from the heart. I'll put links in the description of these fragrances if you're interested in them. Let me know what your favorite date night fragrance is under $50 in the comments below. Ladies first. And then you scumbags. I'll see you bitches next time. You know who it is. Biggest in the game. Smooches.
For the fly gun holder, money folder, Motorola start tack when it's time to call back. For the rough, rugged, and raw way, this nigga Jay, it's a game, but he don't play. Hey, for all the chicks that got dead in the penthouse suite on top of my mom's crib. It's nonsense you never get in. It's nonsense that you would think that you would.